everyone. Well, I reached 5,000 subscribers. That's the fun thing of the hour. Oh my god. Okay, so I bought a cake. I bought an opera cake from Trader Joe's. They're like these frozen French cakes. Very good. I then ate all of it over the course of the week that I was supposed to film this video during, and then now it's a week later. That's my story. So I don't have cake now, which is disappointing. But I do have myself. And I just like wanna say thank you to all of you because this is so cool. Like, hi, hello, I'm glad that I had such like a positive impact on that moment that you saw a video of mine or that day that you decided to subscribe and hang out, and it's just like super cool. And I don't know, getting to stream too has been really cool because I get to know all of you better. I get to like actually communicate with you because I know I'm like, frankly, I'm a pretty bad YouTuber. Like, I can be upfront about that. I'm not good at posting on a regular schedule, and I'm not really good at commenting back and like remaining active on my social medias and stuff. I like disappear for months at a time, it feels like. God, okay, maybe I should take off my glasses, or if I just keep my head angled down, it's okay. This is a lot. I'm so thankful that so many of you have stuck around through a lot of changes on my channel, and just like with my hair. That's what I always go back to mentally. It's just like, your hair has changed so much. I put a little post on YouTube and on Instagram asking y'all if you had any questions for me, and a few of you did, so I figured I'd go ahead and answer because that's kind of fun. I never do Q&A style stuff. So this is just like, yeah, you can get to know me a little bit better, and then I hope I can also get to know you all better. Please feel free to like answer any of these questions as well. I'd love to get to know everybody that watches my videos, because this is like somewhat of a pretty one-sided relationship. Like, unless you comment on my videos, I really don't know anything about you, but you all could know so much about my life. I really hope the glasses thing isn't so irritating. But okay, here we go. So, the lovely Psychopantic, I think I'm pronouncing that right, on Instagram asked, what did I study back in college? If you don't know, I graduated about 1 year ago from a university. I majored in environmental education. I have a Bachelor of Arts in environmental education, which is kind of alternative outdoors focused education, also focuses around environmental issues. It was an amazing major to do. I got to do a lot of really cool trips. I got to teach on an island, I got to teach on a boat, I got to teach in the wilderness and also be constantly learning through all of those experiences. It was really amazing. I minored in Canadian American Studies. So I am a dual citizen. I was actually born in Canada and my family immigrated to the United States. But I've always had an interest in Canadian history because it's something you definitely don't learn really much about at all in the United States. And also to get to look at it comparatively with the United States. How did they handle the Great Depression? How did they handle different epidemics, or, you know, the 50s and 60s in general. Sorry, that's specifically in my head because I took a class that focused just around 50s, 60s, 70s. Yeah, like such a cool minor. Like, if you ever have any questions, feel free to talk to me about Canada on my stream. I will gladly like blather on, pull out some of my old essays or something. I'm very opinionated. Also, Psychopantic noted, not a question, but your voice is so soothing. Thank you. I definitely have a YouTube voice, as it's been described to me, and you can probably notice it more when I'm doing my gameplay videos, when it's just my voice audio. I tend to be a little more like active and blah 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 louder when I'm doing like vlogs or videos like this, but yeah, I definitely get into a certain mind space, and I think I a little bit put on a voice where I'm kind of calm, kind of soothing, but I make the content that I would like to watch, so that's part of why I think I put on a little bit of a soothing voice, because I'm like, yeah, these videos are kind of like supposed to be calm. They're not supposed to be punching, exciting. Kind of here to be chill. I gotta be honest. Zyka's photo just said hello, which, hi. And then Christy Lynette said waffles or pancakes. Hello, Christy. She watches my streams a lot. I'm a big waffle fan. I don't have a waffle iron right now though, so I can only make pancakes. But I love waffles, I love the crispy crunchy, and I love maple syrup. Again, Canadian, like I will live for that stereotype. Maple syrup is delicious. And then hopping over to my YouTube, on the little post I put in my community tab, I have Rain, who's another person who watches my stream. Thank you for like being awesome, wonderful people that talk to me. I'm so thankful. Okay. Rain asks, what is your origin story? Give me your character background. By that I mean, how did you get started doing YouTube/Twitch? What made you decide to play the games that you do? Were you nervous to start posting videos of yourself online? So, little Mary origin story. If you haven't, I made a video a while back, maybe 2 years ago, that was called What is Necromulita? I talk basically about this in that video. I'm going to try to do a condensed version here. When I was in 4th grade, I made my first YouTube channel because I don't remember why. There was some reason why I was like at my dad's work, and they let me use a computer. There was Microsoft Paint on there, and there was Windows Movie Maker, and I discovered that I could draw things on Microsoft Paint and then turn them into like videos in Windows Movie Maker. And I was already really big into YouTube at the time and starting to get into anime. And so that kind of just like took off for me because I was like, hey, I have these at home, I bet I could learn how to animate. So I taught myself how to do really basic animation using Windows Movie Maker and Paint. And started posting fan animation style stuff, really simple stuff. I participated in voice acting on different fan animation shows, and that was my beginnings on YouTube for a really long time. I never included any videos of my face, so I was probably in 5th, 6th, 7th grade I was kind of doing stuff like that. And then in 8th grade I think I finally posted a video that did include my face, and I was terrified. I was so scared. And this is a video, it was for a Monster High related contest. I was gonna do an entire video on Monster High, by the way, and I didn't, but it was about how like I went through a really, really strong Monster High phase. Should I still do this? Would anybody be interested in hearing about how I was like low-key obsessed with Monster High through middle school and like my early years of high school? Because what a journey. But I entered a Monster High contest and I was so scared. Like, I think it got 200, 300 views, and I was like, oh my god, everyone that I know has seen this video. I don't think anyone I knew saw that video, but I was like at my local grocery store like, they know. Eventually I kind of got over that, and I just kept making videos. There were so many content creators that I loved so much that I would try and emulate. I was really into Wheezy Waiter and really into the Vlogbrothers. And then at the same time, one of my favorite YouTube channels was Video Games Awesome, or FFS TV. I think they just go by Video Games Awesome. And then they started doing live streams and Let's Plays of games, and that's how one of the ways I really got into watching Let's Plays and watching people play video games. Also was really into Algafrump, who makes Nancy Drew walkthroughs. I've watched hours of his content. And I was really into horror games when I was younger because I wasn't allowed to play them, so I'd watch a lot of Silent Hill walkthroughs as well, which is kind of interesting because those aren't games I super go for now. I am a like fairly big Silent Hill fan. All of that kind of combined that by the time I was in college, I had kind of, you know, a couple years of making YouTube videos and the cosplay stuff, which I haven't even covered yet. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I'd spent a few years already like making videos and loving gaming content, and I came across the app Dream Girlfriend, and I was like, this is like such an interesting app. I feel like I should make a video on it, because I think at the time there weren't really any videos, and I had always thought about doing kind of gaming content but never knew how. I learned that I could check out a room basically to edit videos, so what I would do is every week on Wednesdays I would block out 4 hours in this room. I would go in there, I'd film a Dream Girlfriend video, spend probably an hour editing it, stay in there while it rendered and made a thumbnail for it using the Photoshop on the computers, because I didn't own Photoshop, I didn't own Final Cut Pro. Literally all I had was my iPhone, and I had a USB microphone by chance because I was making music occasionally at the time. And yeah, I suffered in that hot room for 4 hours every week, but every week I started putting out Dream Girlfriend videos, and then I started finding other apps, and it just became this big thing of me like seeing how much I could do in one period of time, and then eventually checking out the room for longer periods. Thankfully, it wasn't a room, like it wasn't ever hard for me to check out spaces in it. Like, not a lot of people knew about the room, so I didn't feel like too bad for basically taking it over. Oops. Thank you to my university, but also I paid them a lot of money, so like, yeah, but those definitely took off. And then, I just like kept doing more, eventually bought my own laptop with the money that I made through YouTube, which is like kind of wild to think that was even an option. It wasn't entirely from YouTube, but like that supplemented it quite a bit for me. Yeah, and then how did I get into streaming? I don't even know. I think my boyfriend at the time when I started was like, yeah, like why not also do that? Like, that's a big thing right now. I also grew up watching Video Games Awesome do streams, so it just like kind of felt like it made sense in terms of like supporting my growth on YouTube and trying new things. Just felt right. So I was like, yeah. I found starting streaming really intimidating. I still find it really intimidating. Like when I first start the stream, I'm like, what if no one shows up and it's just me talking to myself for 2 hours? Because like I can do that, but I don't want to do that. I like talking to people. And I still get embarrassed now, like if I have troubles with the stream. And I'm sure these are things that you can like read when you're watching the stream, of like, oh, Mary's freaking out about the lag again. But yeah, I feel like that kind of sums it up. Yes, it was terrifying starting to post videos of myself, but it's something you get used to, and I've been pretty lucky that, for the most part, people have been kind to me. Oh, and then there's also what made you decide to start playing the games that you do. I struggle. I try and go for games that are not super plot-driven, because I found those are less welcoming to audiences. Either you'll have a really core group, I found, of people that watch it and they watch it all the way through, and then you have people that like start it and they're like, oh, it's not my thing, and won't watch the rest of it at all. Or they'll like hop in the middle and they'll be like, oh, I can't sit through this to catch up. Stuff like that. So I think that's why games like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley and Minecraft are really appealing. Especially for streaming, just because it's like, yeah, it doesn't really matter where you join or what's happening, because you're not really going to be missing any like key plot elements. That's just sort of stuff I found. I'm sure like there are different people that have all such different experiences when it comes to making content. And there are games that I would probably never try and stream or try and stream again. Like Octopath Traveler, like, I'm not good enough at RPGs to feel good about streaming. That's the other thing, is like, I'm really not good at video games. I just like playing them, and I hope my personality is charming enough that people don't mind watching me play them. I grew up a lot watching my sister play video games, so I think there's something like somehow comforting about watching other people play a game and just like hanging out. I mean, that's also how I played all the Silent Hill games, was just like sitting with my friends and hanging out. So maybe I should actually try and play more plot-focused games. But yeah, I'm not actually like super good at games. I just like playing them. I just enjoy them. They're such a cool art form. And then Zane D asks, when did you discover cosplaying? What was your very first cosplay? Hello, Zane. I've noticed your comments on my videos lately. Thank you. Thank you. I first started cosplaying in 8th grade. I think that was the first year. It might have been 7th grade. My first cosplay was Tsumugi Katabuki from Canon. I had a huge crush on her. I wanted to be her so bad. Also, I played piano when I was younger, so that was my like also emotional connection. Canon was one of my favorite shows through middle school. It's such a sweet, cute show. To this day, I still like going back and watching episodes. I'm a huge fan of slice of life anime. I discovered cosplay, I think, just in general from being really into manga and spending a lot of time online. I think like that combination was enough. I don't remember exactly what was like the first cosplay I saw or anything like that. I think the first anime convention I went to was probably when I was in 7th grade, and I didn't cosplay that year. I just like went and got to see people and be like, oh my god, that person's cosplaying Amy from Soul Calibur. Ah! I have a picture of that Amy still. Like that poor girl. I was so excited. But yeah, there's some Mary lore for you. I'm a Canadian who went to university and cosplays and streams. Thank you for joining my channel. I'm really sweaty, it's getting so warm. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I am still trying to stream. Things in my life are not terribly crazy, but just in my room are. I had to like move everything around. I think I'm going to be sitting on my bed during my streams now, which is going to be a exciting experience. But yeah, I'm still trying to stream every Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7, and then noons at 12, and I'm going to do a cosplay stream on the last Sunday of every month. That's the plan. I don't know what I'm going to cosplay next, though. Alright. Gosh, this is so crazy. Thank you all so much. I seriously can't believe so many kind, wonderful people exist and want to support me and like want to check out what I make. That's really cool. Also, if you're subscribed to me and you stream and you've watched it this far and you want me to auto-host you, put your Twitch down below and I'll auto-host you because I like stuff playing on my channel as much as possible. I just give me the content, baby. Alright, I hope you are all having a fantastic week. Stay healthy, stay safe. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. If for some reason you're watching this video and you aren't already subscribed, which seems weird, I don't know. Alright, thank you all. Bye bye.